Subscribe now.
and step into the magic.
Hey, Aumshree. Great to see you.
It's so nice
Arthur
to
Wong
see you.
here.
I'm Aumshree.
I'm Arthur Wong here.
Such a pretty boy. So,
Why? You want to ask me something secret?
yes. You- it's very paiseh, you know, you
What?
people say this. How early is early for you when you wake up in the morning?
3:30.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I have like kids that go to school in the morning. 5:30 is like a stretch. Like I plead with the universe. But have you heard of this thing called Dinacharya?
I heard of Dino something, but not Dinacharya or something.
I always thought it was someone's
No.
name.
Yeah.
Like one of those really handsome, old king kind of names. So apparently it's some kind of Ayurvedic ancient
Okay.
practice.
That's new to me.
I know being of Indian heritage, right? Sometimes I feel very embarrassed. Yeah, very embarrassed that I don't know
Okay.
about these things. I mean, so for you guys, do you have like a Chinese version of something like this, or this is like a new concept for you as well?
Well, Ayurveda is like similar to TCM, right?
Right, yeah.
So I gotta know what is Dinacharya in the first place to know whether there's something equivalent in TCM.
That's true. So that's where we have our guest
Yes.
today, Mr. Tanis.
Awesome.
Who is a Ayurvedic Dinacharya practitioner. He's also a food and safety officer, trainer, and an auditor. So he will come on and give us more amazing insights on what Dinacharya is and hopefully blow our minds.
Oh yes, you're so excited to find
Yes.
out more about Dinacharya.
Yes. Thank you. Hi, welcome back to the Woo Woo Ways. I am Aumshree.
And I'm Arthur Wong here.
So Arthur, have you heard of Dinacharya?
No, never.
So you see this handsome guy sitting
Yes.
here, Mr. Tanis. He will be talking to us about Dinacharya, and
Okay.
what it means, and how we can start adopting if we have not into our lives.
All right.
So, hi Tanis.
Hi, welcome. Hi, Aumshree. Hi,
Welcome.
Arthur.
So tell us, what is Dinacharya?
Okay. So, Dinacharya is actually a great concept. So, it's not only Arthur. A lot of people out there is not knowing what is Dinacharya all about. So, even youngsters or even among elderly people, including even my own relatives. Right? So, in fact, Dinacharya is not a new concept. Rather, it's actually a forgotten practices from our older generations, which means it has been practiced for thousands and thousands of years, but along the way, it has been forgotten. Right? So, Dinacharya means Dina is actually daily. Charya means is more to routine or regime or even habits. Right? So which means Dinacharya in the as a whole is a daily regime. Right? And according to the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda, Dinacharya refers to habits or practices or set of practices that align our individual lifestyle to the nature rhythm or natural rhythm.
So everybody has a way of doing this. Is there like a set?
Is this standardized like for
Yeah.
everyone?
There is a standardized method, but it's also depending on individual basis because everyone has their own lifestyle, right? So the concept here is that how are we going to bring back our lifestyle or aligning our lifestyle to the natural rhythm, right?
You're talking about circadian rhythm?
Circadian rhythm and also the nature law. So how are we going to align it? So
Okay.
basically it's based on our biological clock as well as the 24 hours.
It brings back so many questions. So when someone tells you, Arthur, it's like, what's your biological rhythm or your
Okay.
clock? What do you base it on? What would you think before we get our expert to answer?
Well, for me, actually, I base it on TCM. There's always that 2-hour session, right? Like at 11, why you actually need to sleep at 11? Because that bio clock at 11, your liver is actually doing cleansing work. So I think maybe in Ayurveda it's quite similar in that sense.
Exactly. So which means our biological clock is intelligent enough, so it knows or it imprints the data on what time to wake up, what time to eat, what time it need to release the juices inside the body for the digestions, and accordingly. Right? So how does it work? How are we going to align back? Is based on the movement of the sun, which is 24 hours. So in this case, when we practice Dinacharya, we align our biological clocks with the movement of the sun, which means the sunrise, during the noon, and sunset. Accordingly, we plan all the activities with this 24 hours period. So
Okay.
that's what Dinacharya is all about.
But that's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the ideal thing.
Right. So how is it considered important? Like, see, Arthur is already a practicing healer. Is it the right
Tai Chi,
word?
actually I do Tai Chi.
Yeah, so he's
Qigong,
already
yeah.
into the whole, energy, follow the sun, get up early in the morning thing. I, on the other hand, I have children that go to school, wake up early in the morning, so my bio clock is like when they sleep, I sleep. When they're away, I do my work.
Yeah.
We come back home, my routine is a little,
The schedule is a bit much
yeah.
more
So we
disruptive.
come from two different worlds.
Yeah.
Correct.
So how is Dinacharya adaptable
To different
to different
kind of
people?
lifestyle of people.
Okay, so here this is a common issue in current era actually, because not only as a mother or even like some working adults, they are doing night shift,
Oh yes.
and also some actually going like they have to on the road by 6 o'clock.
True.
So in this case, Dinacharya at least is a small change, which means if let's say you unable to follow the entire set of practices, you try to adapt whichever is possible for your nature. So in that case, a slow changes will bring a lot of bigger impact.
Yeah, true.
Which means it's a some sort eventually will change your habit, will change your behavior. Right? So we make a small changes first. If let's say for example currently you're waking up at maybe 5:30, so just try adjust yourself to wake up at 5 o'clock. So that 30 minutes give you a big impact actually. A lot of practices.
Although the first few days
Yes.
will be a bit.
That's very very normal,
Yeah, true.
right? Yeah.
You okay, we're talking about Dinacharya like it's a thing. Is it a thing? It's a series of practices, right?
Yeah.
Arthur, what's your morning routine like?
Well, I wake up by 4:35.
Wow.
It's very
Great.
normal.
I really don't like this kind of people. Okay.
Actually, I've been doing that for a while now, and I do follow certain part of Ayurvedic rules. I was taking neem and this thing in the morning. So 5 to 6 is actually a good time for me to do some quiet meditation, and of course take some of this stuff that actually do the clearing, because that hour is actually very crucial. I think in
Right.
Ayurvedic.
Oh,
For
right.
5 to 7 for bowel movement.
Yeah.
Then when you have detox and you come out and do for me, my Tai Chi starts at 7:15.
Okay, so
So-
you're making me look bad. Thank you very much. But okay,
Yeah.
so we've got people like Arthur who's
Correct.
already he started it already, but in a different
Yeah.
type of way. So
Correct.
me as a newbie, you're going to teach me Dinacharya step 1. So what do I need to do? So what is the
Practical.
the technical aspects of the Dinacharya? Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. So first step I would say is you need to wake up before sunrise. That's the rule of thumb, right? So which means you are now aligning with the movement of the sun. So the first step, if let's say for example, why you have to wake up early is that in 24 hours, it's actually divided into 3 doshas.
What is this dosha?
So, dosha is actually more to body constitutions. So which means it's governed by actually elements. We have 5 elements. So each dosha is governed by 2 elements. Like for example, vata dosha. Vata dosha means it's actually a person which is governed or dominated by air. So the elements involved is air and space.
So like yang banyak angin
Correct.
is the
Air.
air.
So pitta dosha is more to fire. So fire and water element gives body constitution of pitta.
Okay.
Whereas kapha is governed by earth and water, which is more heavy.
Mm.
So if you see a kapha person, probably they have more water retention, they have a more mucus formation, their body structure is well built, or it's like more to slightly bigger size. So vata is a airy.
So if
it's a
someone feel
witty.
lazy, you understand where they're coming from.
Exactly.
Ah.
Right? So if vata is more to mobility, so they'll be thin in structure, tall in structure. So there is a lot of parameters in there, lot of criteria.
Mm.
So that's the reason we need to wake up early. So wake up early, which means that duration governed by actually is vata.
So we are all three, but there
We
is
are mixed.
one of the three that
That dominates.
dominates
Correct.
more than that.
Exactly.
So by waking up before the sun rises, we kind of start with the balancing of
You are
everything.
balancing the vata. So after that, if let's say after 6 o'clock, 6 to 10 for example, 6 to 10 a.m. is actually kapha period. So during that time, if let's say if you notice someone who wakes up late,
Mm.
they'll be more lethargic,
Yeah.
like no energy, they'll be very slow.
Mm-hmm.
All this because of kapha nature.
Oh.
So that's the reason you have to start with waking up early.
Yes,
Right?
I've been through that.
that's the
I
first
find
step.
that's true. It's
Yeah.
very true.
Right? So likewise, every action, every practices in
Okay.
Dinacharya is governed by these three doshas.
Okay,
Mm.
so now step one, wake up before the sunrise. So we'll check Google and see what time sunrise, or just set
Yeah.
a time. Okay,
Oh,
5:30.
Yeah, the best time is 4:30.
Actually,
Maybe
there's an
6.
app where
You know,
you
you
can
are
check.
increasing the time by half an hour all the time, right? You started at 5:30 and now we're at 4 o'clock.
like I
you
said,
know?
because
You see,
know,
there's an app that I
Yeah.
came across that they will tell you exact morning sunrise and sunset.
Okay.
Correct.
I think if you heard of this Anihotra, there's a practice.
Agnihotra, yes,
yeah, they
correct,
have that.
okay.
They have
Yes.
that app.
Okay, so we wake up early,
early.
4 o'clock. So an hour before sunrise.
Okay, yes.
2 hours before. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we start. So what do we do in the morning?
Okay, first thing is all about cleansing. So after you wake up, you need to actually cleanse yourself. So brushing your teeth.
Mm.
Okay, brushing your teeth is one thing. Oil pulling, tongue scraping.
Mm.
So all this comes as a cleansing. Nasal cleansing. Right? So once you've done that, then you can go for self-abhyanga. Self-abhyanga is a self-massage. So you oiliate your joints.
Mm.
So which means you apply some oils for all your joints. Lubricate the joints.
What type of oils?
Yeah. Jinx.
Okay, the common type is actually the best, I would say. It is not best, the common type is actually you can use coconut oil or you can use sesame oil.
Sesame oil.
Sesame oil is a base. So, but the thing is, there are some Ayurvedic oils specializing for this as well, which is like medicated oils. You can use that for better oilation, so or better lubrication.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
there are some that will probably like a fast action kind of.
Yeah, because it has all kind of herbs inside
All the
there.
necessary
necessary
nutrients
herbs.
you need.
Yes.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
it will actually improve further,
Mm.
right?
But
So-
do you oil first or do you shower first?
No, you need to oil first.
Oil first, then only you go for
Yes.
shower.
You need to oil first. After oiling, what you have to do is your activity. In Ayurveda, we call it vyama, which means your exercises, your movement.
Oh.
You can do yoga, you can do walking, whatever exercise that you feel like doing it.
For half an hour?
Yeah, half an hour at
Okay.
least.
Okay.
Okay? Or for working adults, if let's say you cannot do for half an hour, at least start with 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Right? So after oilation, this why they come up with this activity after oilation is that by this time the sun is already up.
Okay.
Okay? Usually when you go walking or when you do yoga with all these oils on your body, it will absorb inside with the help of sunlight.
Oh, okay. So start the walking thing while the sun is coming up already.
Correct.
Okay, so don't go out before the sun comes up.
You can start 6:30 maybe probably, but by the time you finish up, you'll be having a sweating. It's also detoxification.
Right.
So you can do all this at that time. So after comes back, then it's actually showering.
Wait, this part I will need to ask you further. Because after you come back and you already have sweat, don't you actually have to rest a bit for it to calm down before you go for shower?
Correct. So which means actually after you come back straight away, you don't go for shower. You just rest for a while. Let the sweat actually drip
Dry
out,
out.
So the
dry
shower
out,
is
everything.
a technical next step. lah,
Yes,
in
yes.
between.
In between, you
Okay.
can have a.
So I can like prepare my breakfast or something like that in between.
Correct.
So yeah.
Even after walking, or even before walking, you can also do pranayama, breathing exercise. So breathing exercise, one thing is actually actually vital force. Second thing is also cleansing, right? So you can actually do that. Or if let's say after walking or after exercise you come and do breath work, it actually calms you down as well. So during that time, your sweat will be dried off,
Okay.
and then you can go for shower,
Okay.
right? So after shower, and then come dress up everything, and then grooming session, and then after grooming, it's actually your maybe prayer or meditation. Okay? So maybe another 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Then after that is your diet. So you have to start with a very light, easy to digest kind of diet, right? So then is your to-do list, which means you plan for the day.
Oh
Okay.
wow! I was just thinking, okay, no more nasi lemak, no more roti canai,
No.
no
Okay.
more, you know, all the heavy mee goreng,
Okay.
telur goreng.
That part of the diet, maybe you can elaborate protein or carbo.
Yeah, is there
or
like a
which one
combination?
first? Yeah.
Yeah,
What type
some
would you suggest?
actually they left chickpeas, a very light diet,
Steamed chickpeas.
steamed chickpeas, or some kind of even fruits, or cereals, all this thing. So the important key point here is a very light diet according to your body constitution.
Okay.
So which means kapha people or pitta people or vata people, they might need to take a different diet form.
Okay, so now before we start Dinacharya, so which means that we still need to identify
Which
what kind of
dosha?
family we are. So
Correct.
how do we get started? I mean, we can't really take a quiz online and see, isn't it?
Okay, they are
Yeah, they are
they are
quizzes. I've tried
actually
before.
they are actually a method, which means like a set of questionnaire.
Okay.
So that will evaluate your body type. So the authentic way of doing it is actually they call it as a nadi pariksha, or which means pulse reading.
Can you do it?
I've trained, but I'm not exercising it. But we have some other people or expertise in this, so we can actually
Arthur and I happily volunteer ourselves
Yes.
can-
as your
Dosha.
first guinea pigs for the.
Yeah.
Sure. So it's a bit technical, but that will give a very good how to say description about your body type. Because one thing is there are two different terms in body dosha, which means one is our inborn, which means innate. So
Means what we are born with, you mean? Like
Yes.
from our
By
inheritance
nature.
from
correct,
parents and
correct.
things. Okay.
So it starts when fertilization of egg and a sperm, and also it governs by father, mother, and then also when they are conceived, they are inside their body, right? So for example, all this will also contribute to your innate or inborn kind of dosha.
So we pretty much are doshad, as in we are not given, but based on our inheritance or DNA patterns and things, we
Correct.
already know. Will that be our base till forever ever?
Yes, that won't be changed.
Oh.
Which means that is actually a fact. It's already like DNA imprinted in your system. So
Okay.
which means it doesn't change. What changes is that is prakriti. Prakriti is based on lifestyle. So based on your current activity. When you deviate from the actual thing, so that's where your body gets hairwired. Your dosha becomes like it's dominated or
Okay.
predominant, vitiated. So that will lead to all the complications.
So everyone will say, "No, I tried the Dinacharya thing. It's not working for me. It's because
Exactly.
they haven't pre-dosha what
Exactly,
they are." Right?
exactly. They don't know what's their imprinted and what is their current status.
Okay, so
So
step
probably they
one-
understand the current status.
Yeah. So step one is current status. Do you know what is your dosha?
I did read it long time ago. Deepak Chopra was having some questionnaire.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
I've forgotten about that.
But okay, so we
I have a questionnaire, a complete session,
Ah,
so
great.
we
can
can go
we
through
put
So we
that
actually go
at
through.
at our link below?
Yeah, I'll
Yes. Okay.
I actually will modify it
Okay.
slightly. Then after that, then
Make it Malaysianized. Can we do that?
it's a common English.
No, not the
But,
language. What I meant was like, you see, Malaysian habits are very different from
Our food.
our Western
Okay,
counterparts
okay.
and
Yes,
things
yes.
like that.
So the questions inside in the set of questionnaire is actually all is a very general. So it's
Okay.
applicable wherever you are in the world. You can,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
applicable.
Okay.
Gosh.
So you can do that, and based on the number, based on the counting, you can actually roughly know what is your doshas.
Yes, and we can also contact Tanis for
Yeah.
consultation
Right.
if you need translation for this. Okay, so we will have that questionnaire in our captioning below. You guys can. That is our starting point.
Correct.
Right. Then
Right.
we do this.
Yeah. So talking about this, why you need to know about it, what's the importance of Dinacharya? Why we are drawn into Dinacharya nowadays, right? The importance here, basically, the first thing we want to align back to the nature. Second thing is balancing our mind, body, and consciousness. Okay, nowadays with this rat racing world, so everything is haywire.
Yeah,
Everything is like
Yeah.
chaos, right? So which means our mind, body, and our consciousness is not aligned,
True.
right? So we need to, by practicing Dinacharya, we are actually bringing back that together. We are balancing it up.
So this
Right.
daily routine that we are encouraging people to do, it is not only for our outlook, but we start from the inside out.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. So which means, for example, we are always talk about stress management, right? So in this world, there's a stress management is a hot topic actually. But do we really need to manage stress? That's a $1,000,000 question, because we don't usually we don't manage which is not important for us. Whatever is important, that's what we're managing.
Yeah.
Like our
Yeah,
health,
yeah, correct,
like our
yeah.
finance, like our family. All
Okay.
these are important. Is stress important to us? Right?
But all of those causes the stress.
Exactly. So which means now you need to practice Dinacharya so that your mind will become aligned to your body. Your stress level is reduced.
Yeah, because you'll be better managing all the others
Correct.
anyway.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So it's more to balancing your health rather than balancing stress.
So you actually go to the root cause of it.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Before the
Correct.
stress can actually be.
Right. So step 1, find out what is your dosha. Step 2 is wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but preferably before the sun rises.
Before the sunrise.
Right.
Yes.
Then you
yes.
do your grooming and inward
Yeah.
work and things like that. Do the exercise and the food and things. So that was until that morning. First
Okay.
dosha is until.
Morning is actually from 2 to 6. That's Vata. 6 to 10 is Kapha. 10 to maybe 2 is actually Pitta.
So we kind of start our day with the 6 to 10 a.m.
No.
No.
6 to 10 is already Kapha. So by that time you already should have wake up and then you already started your Dinacharya already.
6 to 10 a.m.
It's already Kapha.
Kapha.
Yeah.
And then after that,
After 10 is Pitta.
so there's a whole series of things you
Yes.
do.
10 to 2 is Pitta. So which means that's where you need to take your biggest meal, heaviest meal, your highest activity, your how to say is your main activities where you need a lot of energies, because that is Pitta. It's actually transformation. It's about metabolism,
So that's the fire.
failure energy. Correct.
Is that because the sun is at its most the
yes.
peak?
Yes. Like I say, it's actually movement of the sun.
Right.
But this part, right? A certain part of the world will have different time where the sun rise.
Yeah.
Right? Some
Correct.
place 5:30 in the morning the sun already rises. Not in Malaysia.
So you
Yes,
say
so-
between 2 to 6.
So in that case, it's actually where you are located. So if let's say you're located in Malaysia, you just follow Malaysian time.
So it's
If let's say
geographic.
it's geographic. If let's say you are in Alaska, then you need to follow the Alaska time.
Oh, Alaska has no sun, then you just sleep the whole time. It's all good.
For example, another thing under Dinacharya or dosha is also governed by season. So we have a different seasons. 4 seasons. But historically under Ayurveda, it's actually 6 seasons.
Okay.
Right? It depending on the geographic again, depending on the country. So
Interesting. The 2 season you can add on to share with us. How does
it's an early winter or that kind of thing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but we just follow Malaysian time. So we have a we
So
don't have a season, but we have rainy,
Yeah, true.
summer,
So
all these things.
right now we are at a peak of heat.
Correct.
Which is a bit odd because sometimes like a few.
Is it end of summer considered?
And yeah,
Yeah, it's probably it's a summer actually.
Yeah.
peak
So
of summer.
we are at like super panas like these
Yes.
days, right? So will this, if I did it in early January when it's a little cooler and things like that, I can still maintain this right up to now, or do I need to change?
Yeah,
up
you
my-
adjust according.
You need to
Okay.
change it accordingly.
Oh wow.
So which means, for example, if let's say very dry, very heat, so that will cause dryness, right? So in that case, your practice will be slightly changed. You need to take a lot of water. You need to take something which reduces pitta, because this hot season is more to pitta,
Okay.
right? So which means after you let's say change into a rainy season. Rainy season is more humid, more water based. So that will increase your kapha.
That's the monsoon season, right?
Yeah, monsoon season. If let's say during that time you take a lot of cooling substance, that will lead to a lot of formation of water, a lot of mucus formation, a lot of flu, runny
Hence
nose,
people
all these
get
things.
Yeah, the dampness,
That's it.
we call it
Yeah,
dampness
the
in
dampness
TCM.
in things.
Correct.
Yeah.
So during that time, probably you just need to take more warmer kind of thing, hot water. So that kind of thing. So every action, every practices is changes daily basis.
Okay.
So Dinacharya is also about time. Today is different from yesterday, right? So yesterday,
Wow.
so it's
So
about
how do you
time.
find out all this, right?
Yeah.
To adjust accordingly.
Okay, so which comes to the question is, people now, like say they go to the gym,
Right.
they do purposely get up early. There are some weirdos that way, right? They purposely get up early, go to the gym and things like that. And then they take a shower at the gym and then they straight away go to work, have their
Right.
breakfast and all that stuff. So, and as you're saying that we need to adjust over time. So what is the base routine we can all start with after we find out who we are, and then we can do, and then we adjust over time? This is what, like a year into a practice, and
No,
we will get it.
the framework of what you will be doing is the same. I mean, wake up early, cleansing, exercise, all
Some
these are the
doesn't
same.
change.
Some doesn't change.
Right.
Throughout
The
the season.
diets probably will change.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And also, you're talking about exercises or gyms, right? So people will go gym in the morning. That's good. But nowadays there is a different trend. People go gym at
At night. Yes, the 24-hour
Oh,
gyms.
okay.
Yes. Yes.
So which
So-
means what they are doing, they are actually deviating from their natural laws. By right after sunset is actually
Downtime.
downtime.
It's time to rest.
Time to
right?
rest. You have to
Not
slow
overactive.
down. So it's not you vigorously activating your metabolism.
So we want the
everything.
nature to follow our schedule rather
Correct.
than we follow nature's
So
schedule.
I mean, of course, maybe people do these studies to favor
Yeah.
their industry or things like that, because there are studies saying that if you do exercise at a certain time of the day when there's no much sunlight, blah blah blah, blah, and that
Yeah.
increases your something and the thing. There are modern sciences that prove certain
Right.
things.
Right.
So but generally, what we're trying to encourage here is we follow the sun.
Yes, because we are following the ancient method. That's what is from our rooted from. So
Yes.
we need to back to nature. Now a lot of issues. For example, a simple thing that I can tell. Let's say I ask you to do a tom yum soup. Okay. So to make a tom yum soup, for example, you have a step by step.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. First thing you have to do put something, and then after that, how much water you need to put in, how much flame that you need to
Yes.
have, everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That is a framework.
Yes.
So if let's say you are deviating from that, you don't follow that. You are actually putting something else. You are doing it differently.
You get the tom without the yum. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what we are looking at. So for example, our ultimate goal right now, we
Okay.
want to have a holistic life. We want to have a ultimate a good health. For
Going back to
example,
basics,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
longevity, all these things. So that's our ultimate goal. If let's say we want to go there, we need to follow this framework. If let's say we are start deviating it, what's happening right now due to our nature, due to our work, all these things, lifestyle, we are already deviating everywhere.
Right? Yeah.
right? So that's why we are facing a lot of issues, health issues, mental health issues.
So
Right.
there are a lot of alternative ways of doing certain things,
Correct.
like yogas in the studios,
Yes.
or even like you practice
Tai Chi and
Tai
Qigong.
Chi and
Yeah.
Qigong.
Yeah.
So you do those things.
Correct.
It's okay. That doesn't necessarily need to be in the more Ayurvedic sense of the way.
No.
Yeah.
So which means what the exercises that I meant is can be anything. So if let's say as long as there is a movement,
Ah,
But at the
okay.
right time of the
at
day.
the right time
At
of
the right time of the day.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the key.
Yes, correct.
Not midnight.
Not midnight, exactly. Right? So in that case, whatever activities like Qigong, Tai Chi, or some days just a brief walk, some will prefer a jogging,
Yes.
some gym activities, some do yoga, it doesn't matter. As long as movement is there at the right time.
I see.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
So this how it works. So basically, eventually, how does this dinacharya will change one's life, or health, or the entire life? Is that when you follow a certain thing, it will slowly changes the habit.
Yeah. So okay. So this brings me to my next question. We are impatient.
Yeah.
Right? Of
In
course
this,
not you.
in this society.
Okay, Mr. Energy Practitioner. But what I'm saying is that we're very impatient because we always
We want things fast.
we
correct?
want things
Everything
fast.
fast, yeah.
We want the results fast.
Fast
I'm going to
food.
do this for 3 months, and if for 3 months I don't see anything, it's not working for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how patience is key, obviously.
Correct.
Right. So bringing variation into the practices or things like that, would that work for this, or it's better to stick to the basic 7 or 8 things that you do?
Okay, so you can have a variation. For example, pranayama. So there are different of pranayama means it's a breathing technique.
Yeah.
So which means there are various methods. Maybe you can adapt to different methods or different days or different weeks, for example. Or exercises, you can have a variation. Food, diet, you can have a variation. But what is important, you still follow the regime.
Okay.
Okay, so
I think on the regime, right? Just add on here. Most of our daily life is very busy. A lot of people have overtime for certain nature of job, right?
Yes.
So would you recommend for this? To them, it's very difficult to change the regime.
correct.
Maybe half of the week follow, half of the week don't follow. To bring yourself
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
balance, would
Yeah.
that be a better way to do?
Like starting, like you don't do the full 7 days
Yeah.
because it's going to be overwhelming.
You're asking to change their life, it's like
Okay.
You do
the nature of
alternate
the
days
job.
first. We're negotiating.
You are basically negotiating for dinacharya.
Please, Mr. Can we please do half? Is it possible?
as a start,
Yeah.
So as a start, what I would say is that dinacharya is actually daily. So you still have to do daily basis. But instead of doing the whole set, maybe you select some of it. So certain thing you start practicing
Yeah.
slowly, and then you incorporate other activities in. So
Right.
slowly, right? I totally understand that we want everything fast, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, why? If let's say you have read a book called Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
which means what he mentions is that you need to transform into different person. In order to transform, you need to change the habit, and ultimately it will bring to a changes in the behavior. So when you change the behavior itself, you will see or perceive certain things in different angle.
That is so true. As in, you don't start something thinking you're going to fail already.
Correct.
Just know that this is going to be the new me, and therefore I'm going to do
Yes.
this. Right.
So another question is, usually I ask some people, how long does it take for your body to become at this situation right now for a certain disease?
Long.
Long,
10,
maybe 20 years, 10
What
years.
is
not overnight.
the disease festering in the body? Is that
For
what
it to
you meant?
manifest, it takes time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if,
It's a bad
if
habit.
let's say for example someone is having hypertension, how long does it take for them to realize they are already having hypertension?
Actually, slowly
Before
cook.
it's too late lah.
And
Too
no,
late,
slowly
right?
cook, then
So
they
which
do
means
not know,
probably it
right?
started in 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It slowly accumulates, everything
Exactly,
because it's not detoxified, it's not removed. Everything is staggered inside, and then it causes or manifested as a disease. So it's already like 20 years, but you are expecting something miracle to happen in a very shorter period of time.
Yes.
It's not fair, right?
You want fast, right?
Yeah, you want fast.
Everything instant.
Yeah. So in that case, definitely we need to understand. So any alternative therapies,
Need time.
like even Dinacharya, Ayurveda, TCM, everything needs time. But the important thing is persistent and consistent.
And knowing
Every
that
day
you are
are
ready
doing.
to take that step to make that change. Right?
Exactly. You want to switch in the behavior itself.
Yeah. Maybe you can't follow the whole regime, just some part of it as a start, right?
Yeah.
5 o'clock,
Yeah.
wake up
5
at
o'clock.
5 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
We don't do the 4 o'clock first. We start at the 5 first.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
So
we
we-
need to start slowly somewhere.
We, of course, we also come from a generation, or we have trained such generations to be very spoon-fed. See, most of the questioning, I just realized this, that most of our questioning is like, no, Tanis, give us step 1, step 2, step 3, step
Yes.
4. You know, I want you to tell me if I'm going to eat vegetables, what color,
What
what
kind?
size, what, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We have to come out of that mindset.
Correct.
So we do it going like, I'm going to just try and do it, or it's better me as Aumshree, I'm comfortable doing this for this, and then this is my Monday, this is my Tuesday. Is it which way is it better? It's
Okay.
like we just go, and you know, sometimes you just jump out everything and go like, okay, I'm gonna do it like
If you ask me, I prefer, or I'll recommend that you follow the same regime for the starting.
Okay.
Which means if let's say you want to choose rising up early, and then after that, what kind of food, what kind of breakfast that you want to eat, for example, what kind of exercises, what kind of pranayama, you stick to that.
Okay.
So for at least 3 months, 6 months, then you added in other things, slowly adding
Because
in.
you got the basics.
Yes, first
right?
is making your body comfortable, your body to realize that there is some changes happening, and then the body to prepare,
Okay.
to adapt to these changes. So otherwise, if let's say you jump up everything, the body will get shocked. There's a sudden changes.
It gets overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Why out of sudden everything? I'm in my
So used
my
to it,
cocoon.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Suddenly you
comfort
ask me
zone is
to
there.
come
Suddenly
out.
ask me to come, you're a beautiful
Yeah.
butterfly. It's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So can we contact you to get our first consultation, or recommend somewhere or something we can do? Of course, like get the what is your dosha first. You know, that's the number one, the base. But would our listeners, would they be able to come and see you, or have a online consultation and say, okay, step 1? They will say, okay, Tanis, I have ambitiously set up this one. What do you think? You know, that
Yeah.
and sometimes you just need that
Correct.
hand holding a little bit lah.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. So you can actually always contact me. We have maybe I can share the number later, and also you can follow our Instagram page. It's a zibuwellness.my. So basically, there'll be some postings. Everything will be there on our events, and then some educational posts will be there as well. So and yeah, maybe you can contact me by WhatsApp. Should
Do
be
you have
available.
any
I-
questions?
I'm wondering for food, right? For certain society, based on the demographic, some food may be more suitable, some may not be that suitable, right?
Yes.
Does that work also
Like
in
the rice
Dinacharya?
wine soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Versus
tom
rasam.
yum.
Correct.
For some
Correct.
it's okay, some are
Yeah.
not so okay.
Correct. So like I said, it's actually based on body type. So which
Okay.
means that they need to know what type are they, and then what kind of food is suitable for them. And also now a lot of foods, especially in Asia, we know a lot of foods available. Okay, because multicultural. But again, what's important is that what food that we came from. What's our root?
The regional,
where you're
we were just
born.
talking about
Yeah,
that,
yes.
our regional diet or
Yes.
food. So if I grew up drinking rasam and he has grown up drinking white wine vinegar soup or whatever, so he can stick to that, and I can stick to it. I mean, of course, I can more than happy to share
You
the
can,
recipe
yeah,
with
you
you,
can
but
share.
yeah.
But being in Malaysia, I think we don't have that issue because we have been grown
Exposed
up,
to all different
all
kinds of
type of food.
We've had this.
But for example, if someone from China, they probably don't adapt to the Indian food.
Oh yeah, and they
Because
don't
of
even adapt to
spiciness.
the local Chinese food.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
It's very different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in
True.
that case, what's best is following their own local or demographics or their ancestors. Basically, what ancestors feed them, all these things.
So somehow your DNA carries along what kind
Yeah,
of food you
like
should be eating,
right.
right?
I mean,
Right.
even before we became what we are now, we were already
Mm.
predetermined what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Right? So, just as a last bits of advice for someone saying that, wow, this is an interesting concept. I didn't know that we could, stylize our daily. We did the morning, then the afternoon, which is the heat, and then at night is to calm down.
Yeah.
So, what would be your advice for someone who's going to start this, or has left the practice and should start again?
Okay. So my advice will be like, you start somewhere. So which means doesn't matter if, let's say, you want to do the entire thing or you just want to stick to one or two
Do the morning
practices,
first, you mean
morning
like that?
first or anything, but you start. So once you already start and practice, then that will actually motivate you or motivates you to bring other stuff in. Right? So the important thing is
You get the
just
momentum
start.
going.
Yeah.
Bring up for the inertia, get momentum
Okay,
going.
also again, this thought always comes to me at the last minute. Should we have a goal?
You can have. So, for example, everything we have a goal, right? So, in this case, when you start with Dinacharya, what is your goal? What you want to achieve from here?
Small thing lah, no need so big.
Yeah, no need so big. So, at least it should be a driving force. So, which means that will bring, okay, I
That
want to achieve
part.
this, so
Yeah.
I will start moving slowly towards it.
Okay.
Right, so that will be a driving factor lah, I would say. So which means you can set a goal and then you plan the regime.
So this is an alternative practice. If you've tried the diets and that has not worked, and if you've tried the gyms and routine that did not work, so this is another alternative. Same goal, but alternative route. I think that's also a pretty good way
Great.
of doing it.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much. Is there any more
Thank you,
parting
Aumshree.
words you want to say? Because I think Arthur and I are geared up. He's probably going to be my accountability partner. He's going to call me at 4 and say, "Are you awake?" Like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
so much
Thank
fun
you,
talking to
Aumshree.
you.
Yeah. same.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome learning.
Yeah, right?
Thank you for the opportunity given. So it's a wonderful sharing, I feel.
Amazing to
Right.
find out more today.
Right.
Never heard of Dinacharya.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Like I say,
Wow.
is the concept of Dinacharya is already like thousands of
I
years,
see.
but it's already just forgotten.
Yeah. So many
So,
people
yeah.
have different versions, but the base of Dinacharya is always going to be the same. There is
Correct.
routines and there are timings. So you want to know more, we will have the information in our caption and
Yes.
down below. So that's all from me, Aumshree, and the beautiful
Arthur Wong.
and the amazing.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Thank you very much. See you guys soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye bye.